When Boogie was unveiled to the world in August of 2021, it was the longest stream demon made at that time, and also unequivocally hard and a very different style from every other long level that came before it. The level had but one goal: overclock the human body and deliver an utmost adrenaline-inducing experience. Now having played the level, I can very much see what they were going for. Featuring a breakcore song and many different gameplay creators, all of which making extremely intense gameplay parts. It still stands as a very unique level, even today, and I would even consider it one of my favorites. Now, if you were to fast forward today, you'll realize that there are many more difficult and longer stream demons that have came out since this. But in my heart, I think this is the coolest XXXL stream demon, so I decided to play it a bit. I was able to get it in 3 runs. They are as follows. Boogie. I was so close to a pausing point. Dude, I was shaking so much.
Lucas the Dukas.
Yep.
I love you.
Pretty good.
I love you like I love you.
What? You good?
Boogie. Boogie.
Yes. That is Boogie in 3 runs, but the journey's not over yet. Ah, well then, Boogie. I think Boogie's insanely fun. It is one of my favorite stream demons. I'm probably not gonna beat it. I don't think I want to do that. It's just so long. I stuck to that kind of nerve control, so it's just like, at some point it's gonna become a mental battle, and it's just not gonna be fun anymore. And I liked it to be fun, which is why I want to leave it in this state and just kind of speak about it from this perspective. So, I'm not gonna use reference for this, I'm just gonna break down the parts mentally in my head, use percentages that I know. So the pre-drop. Pre-drop is from 0 to 18. It's a really fun part. It's not like too interesting, but like when I first came over the level, I'm like, ooh, this is a kind of a cool pre-drop. I liked how it's just like long, and it's just kind of the, I don't know, all the parts do like a cool different thing. Like they're all satisfying. It's just like really fun, and it is super consistent too. So it's like, you know, once you turn your brain off, it's like, okay, drop tempt every time. So then there's the drop. Drop is like 18 to, I don't know, this is the rest of the level. Most level is just like the drop fast-paced part. The first 2 parts, which is like all wrecks, and then the 3D part, those parts aren't too bad. There can be like some choke points, like the spider duel wasn't always consistent. I would die sometimes to like jumps in the 3D part. But where it gets really good is 24 to 36. Oh my gosh. The most fun gameplay I've played in any extreme demon. It's so fun. It's so satisfying. It flows so well. Like Gizbro's part, don't even get me started. Gizbro's part, it's so fire. 36 is where I'd say like the level gets real. Like when you're playing from 0, that's like when the nerves start. Is like you're like, oh, like it's intense now. And I'm sure that'd probably start again like once you get to like the break part. The break part is actually really fun. It's like, you know, the way it's structured is just like the very open. It's also kind of glitchy. It's like it maintains the intensity, but it does make it actually easier to just like doing some ship parts, and it's pretty fun and satisfying too, which is what I'll say about like most of the parts, especially like the black orb maze. That's pretty cool. And then there's 60 to 100, the rest of the level pretty much. All these parts play pretty well. They're very learning though. This is probably like the most difficult section of the level to learn. I struggled a lot with like that one part at 70. Well, there's the duel, and then there's the teleports after that. And then the part in between those two is not very difficult. And then like the 3 parts before that are not too bad, like Digitalzero, the hosts part, that's pretty easy, fun, consistent. I enjoyed that part. Same with the part before it, part after it. And then there's I think this is this where 70 begins? Yeah, sorry, very long level, lots of parts. But there's like a dual part with like black orbs and dash orbs. Yeah, it definitely gets frustrating though, because like if you're playing from 60, you have a lot of chances of dying to like the 70s, and then there's also like the 80s, which you can show to the 80s quite a bit as well. Yeah, a lot of this level is just about the control and like how much you remember everything. It's just so much in such a long level. And then there's one other thing that's very important to mention, which is the last thing I'll talk about the difficulty of this level, is that GD has a fundamental problem with synchronization of the song to the gameplay. It just don't work after a while, especially with longer levels. Like GD wasn't meant to sustain levels beyond like what, 2 minutes long. So when you get levels like this, like 6.5 minutes, it don't work no more. Many times, like I think in my first run I paused twice, and I was gonna pause again at a certain point so I could resync again. I don't really need any pauses for the second part. That part syncs pretty well. And at 60 to 100 I had to turn on auto music sync just because I don't know what it was, but like my audio cues for doing parts in like the 70s and 80s, just I don't know, I could not do them with whatever sync issue was happening from 60. It was so frustrating. I tried asking about it. I tried looking at like what options there were for 2.2, so obviously this level came out before 2.2 when there were more options to do sync fixes or whatever. Alright, enough yapping done on my part. Would I recommend this? Probably. If you're better at the game than me, then you'd probably find this really fun and beat it pretty quickly, or you'd find it boring and then like want to drop it really quickly. But I think I fall into that sweet spot where like I just thought it was super fun. I wanted to grind it for a while, and I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoy just playing levels in this way, where it's like I don't have to feel committed to beating them. I'm just playing them, just get the experience, to have fun. So that's all for me for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.